Welcome, welcome, welcome. Charles McCutcheon here, y'all. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. I'm gonna kick this off. This is just real estate, very informal. I don't plan. I'm not a fluff guy. I mean, I'm not gonna show no shiny bells and whistles and try to make you, see all this stuff that's not there in real estate. I'm gonna talk about some things that probably people don't want to hear. I know we have to talk about the legal side of real estate. We have to talk about the money. We need to talk residential, commercial, and anything else y'all want to bring up. And I'm going to go ahead and take my face off the place. And I'm going to play this quick video right quick for y'all. So y'all don't need to see me. You don't need to see me. Let me see. I'm going to get up out of here and do this. Which one am I using? Bam. Get some.
Hi, welcome back to Capital Connection. I am your host, Greg Rollett, and right now I'm joined by an incredible guest. He is a best-selling author, a motivational speaker, and a real estate investing expert, Charles McCutcheon. Welcome to Capital Connection.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm really excited to talk to you because you've done so much already in your career, and now you're almost in a second career where you're giving back to folks. And I want to start by talking a little bit about what got you here. So how have you been able to become so successful so fast?
Well, get with the expert. That's the best advice I give people. I started searching for information. When I'm searching for information, I found people that was willing to help me out.
And now, you've been successful as a real estate investor and helping other people to get involved in real estate investing. But kind of a passion play for you now that you've become so successful is giving back to the next generation, helping them to become financially literate, making sure that the next generation is going to be successful. So why have you wanted to enter into this as a second career for you?
I look at it this way. The more people we help, the more our blessings come to us. So I'm looking at everything and everybody, and I look at the financial situation of America, and I know I have the information to give that I can just pull people around and say, okay, let's do this together. It's a few steps that people need, and we can get out of the financial debt that we have.
I love that.
That's all I'm playing, y'all. Check this out. This is, for me, is what I love doing. I love sharing information. I love providing information. I love providing content so we can all get to where we need to get to. What I like to do anytime I get on, I like to know where you coming out of, what you're doing, because I can sit here and spill all this stuff, but if it doesn't fit your need and what you want, it doesn't really matter. I would rather go to like any event or anything and get my questions answered, and just like y'all, I want the same thing for y'all. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to ask you, to come on, city and state, what are you looking for in this world, whether it's the cannabis world, the assisted living world, and I only bring that up only because it deals with real estate to me. Cannabis deals with real estate to me, or those that's dealing residential and commercial. So I'm going to bring people up and just tell me, you can unmute yourself. What are you doing? What do you need? What do you need from me? What can I give to you along this journey so I can hear you say, what you can use? So I'm going to start with Miss Houston out there.
Good morning, afternoon.
Go right ahead. Tell me what can I give you? What city and state are you in, and what do you need?
I'm in Richmond, California, and I want more information on the assisted living as well as the cannabis.
All righty now. See, now you're talking my language. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I will go over how I get property, because that's one thing that's not being taught in the assisted living world is how you get property for, pennies on the dollar, to where you don't have to put up all the money up front. And that seems to stop a lot of people because they're like, well, how do I get a house and put people in? So I'm going to speak on that. And if I don't, make sure you bring it up because I have a lot of content up here. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Now I have Miss Dion. I want you to take it away. What city and state, and what can I serve you? How can I help you? What can I do you for? Talk to me. I'm going to unmute you right quick.
Hey, this is Dion. How you doing?
I'm doing fantabulous. Let me undo mine. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've been in residential real estate, but I want to learn more about how to acquire commercial property, specifically how to acquire raw land and build from the ground up for an elderly community, 50 or 55 and up.
Have you went to go speak to your city yet?
No, not yet. That should be Monday.
Because they may have that need, and then you can get funding from the city as well. So I'm going down that road right now with the funding piece from the city, because that's a big need in that specific city. So I'll touch on that. And if I don't, I'm human. Make sure you remind me. That's all I'm saying, because I'm going to just put out content and information, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you for getting on. I think this is Eric Arisi. I don't know who that name is. I'm going to unmute you. Go right ahead. Take it away. I can barely hear you. Hello?
What do you do? Go back.
Arifi.
Huh?
Hello?
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and press mute because I got to keep it moving. Cassandra, go right ahead. I just unmuted you. Or you have to unmute yourself if I can't.
You muted already.
Hello.
Go right ahead. Take it away.
Basically, I'm interested in the real estate general. I'll be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about the Cambias and the assisted living. I'm open to learn. So, I mean, if it's something that I can do and benefit from, then yeah, I'm interested in it. But right now, my focus is on the real estate, whether it's residential or commercial.
Okay.
I had to hit that. So
Nothing wrong with that. Got you. Mr. Hendrick, how you doing? I'm going to unmute you, and I'm muting everybody else.
Hey, what's going on, Charles?
How's it going? Talk to me.
Hey, man, just looking to have a real estate multifamily portfolio. Then just go from there.
Okay. What city and state?
Los Angeles.
Because what I'm doing is if people in your city and state, y'all can link up. That's my motto,
Right.
All right. Well, I'm just going to jump in and go from there, y'all. Let me bring this slide up right quick. And we're going to talk about it and get some work done. And as we go along, there's a chat group over there on the side. If you can see it, you're good to go. And if you can't, you can just talk to it or what have you. And then it's all about getting your questions answered. This right here, this is definitely going across the board as far as, I save these and I put it out so other people can see it. And a lot of people may not know me. And so I just have to go through the what I'm going through right now just to let people know who I am. And as we go along, people will be, I would rather have people know who I am than not. This is my disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not providing any legal advice or everything you hear. Please look to your legal experts to provide you the information and do your own due diligence. Everything I give you, do your own due diligence, y'all. You don't have to believe me or anything I say, but go back into your communities. Go speak to people that's in your backyard. There's different laws for different states. So I'm speaking from different states that I've been through, and I try to generalize it, but 50 states, y'all, give me a break here, I ask people, would you rather make $100,000 or $10,000 for the same amount of work? And so I see a lot of people doing a lot of hard work out there in the residential world, and they think they have to do a graduation or something to get to multifamily. You don't have to do that. Multifamily and residential is just a different verbiage. Some people haven't gotten to that point. It's a bigger price point in multifamily. And a lot of people are just like myself. When I started out residential. And, a lot of people get confused in the multifamily part of it. And so it's like, okay, well, we got to figure out this multifamily is on there. We have to be a part of it. And we got to figure this thing out. Okay, no big deal, Eric. I got you. You in Norfolk. wholesale, like-minded individuals. Nothing wrong with that. We have some like-minded individuals in here. And just to give y'all a snapshot, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to keep going down and give y'all a snapshot of what I'm working on and what, people that's working with me are working on. I work with the city in a couple of different cities where I'm at here in Virginia. I work with a large organization. I'm not going to name drop organizations, just not going to do it. I work with a nonprofit. I work with a church. I work with accredited investors, and I work with some folks in the cannabis world and the assisted living. I ain't want to put that up there, but all that ties into real estate to me. Everything ties into real estate, and I just get a lot of deals. People come to me. I network with a lot of people. I get a lot of deals. I send deals off to people, and the goal is just to keep abreast of the what's going on in the world out there and give out good information. That's the goal. We have to continue to provide good information, good content, do good business, so people want to work with you. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna give y'all, I may gloss over it, but I have details on this stuff. Some stuff I put on YouTube, and I'll drop that, and then you can go there and grab it and go to get more detail on it, if that's what you have to do. So this is a little bit about me. I think anybody that's doing business with, just know a little bit about them. I pride myself on the doing part. I have certifications. I have the contracts. I have different things that for me, when I bring it to, I bring a nonprofit. I have a 501c3. I have the stamp from the IRS. I have the government contracting. I have the macro cert, the micro cert, the SWAM certification, the veteran-owned disabled certification. I have those different certifications so I can tell people about the government contracting. I can tell people about the nonprofit. I speak all over the country. Doesn't matter to me. As long as they're willing to pay me to travel, I will come there and I will rip it up. I became a best-selling author in 2016 only because I followed people that are already successful in that industry. And that's what I do with every industry that I'm in. I go find the best person in that industry and latch on to them. And that's all we have to do, y'all. I mean, y'all got to do the same thing I'm doing. Latch on to the same people and go out there and do it and make it happen for you. That's one of the books I got with the guy by the name of Ron LeGrand. He showed me some stuff, and then Lance Edwards showed me some stuff, and I was like, I got a call to be in a book, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. No big deal. And it became a best-selling author, and I just used that to get me speaking engagements, got me on TV with CNBC, Fox News, and a couple different stations, and it shows me that, we connect with the right people, and we can go farther. So for me, real estate, bought my first house almost right out of high school. And the lady told me, she was a realtor. She told me about equity. I took out $37,000 to refi the house, and I put $20,000 in another house, and I, had 17 to mess around with, I guess. And I did whatever I did with that. But that started me out into real estate, really. And it was truly amazing. I didn't know we could do something like this, but I did it. And now it's like, great things are coming because of it. And so I keep with understanding, what I have my hands on. And so y'all got to do the same thing. I'm going to flip through these next ones real fast. That's Ron LeGrand who taught me. Some of these guys down here do real estate on a huge level. If anybody can tell me this guy right here, I bet y'all don't even know who it is. And y'all in real estate. I ain't going to even tell y'all. But anyway, you got Ron LeGrand, you got Lance. This guy right here, he was one of the first ones who did real estate training. His name is Al, but he started way back in the day. I think he was like, when I met him, I think he was like, he had to be late 80s or maybe even 90-something years old. And I was like, whoa, this dude. And he was getting around moving, making moves. I don't show you these people to say, I meet these people. This is just what I do. I go out and meet the best people. And y'all need to meet the best people. Like this guy in the middle, he taught me about books, y'all. They sold 500 million copies. And anybody who sells 500 million of anything, you should want to meet them. So I flew to California to meet this guy. They gave me so much content about writing books. I will tell you like this. We don't know what we don't know. As far as book writing, they gave me like a 90-day program to write books. And it's not just you sitting down writing a book. And I was just like, what? all this stuff and how to get paid writing your book before you put it out there. And I just was truly amazed. And then you have Laurel Langmeyer. She got me down to Dallas. I met her in Florida. She's on the Forbes list. I mean, killing the game. She knows everybody that I want to know. So I latched on to her to get her information. She changed my whole business model around. And if you stay with me, I'll show you, how she changed my business around and how you need to change your business around so you can, start making money. This guy was on Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. He just, what I got from him, he just more of a, we need to work harder. That's what I got from him, because he said, I'm hustling. I'm out here, and I was a millionaire back in the day, way back in the day, and I'm still out here getting it. And he just made me think that we don't work hard enough, and I know we don't. And it's Saturday, and I know a lot of people, chilling this weekend. I get it. That's on them. If you ever get a chance to meet Dr. Eric Thomas right there, Darren Hardy, Robert Kiyosaki, then Anthony Robbins, I got to meet all those people, but I go and I pay for their doggone events only because they have the information that I need. And if y'all read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that changed some stuff in my head when I read that book. I don't care if you have to read it, if you have to listen to audio, whatever you have to do, get a hold of that copy. And then you got a book from, I got Dr. Eric Thomas's book as well. And then there's another book by Anthony Robbins, to me, one of the premier books in finance, because he brought up Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, and those who don't know who he is. He's a hedge fund guy. I mean, 150 billion they're controlling right now, plus in the stock market and just investments alone. So you bring up Paul Tudor, you bring up Lee Iacocca, you bring up all these people who have money, and they put it into a book. And you bet it's called Money Master the Game. You can go pick it up, or you can listen to it get it for free if you want to. It's out there, definitely. So what you need in the real estate world, no matter what, how big I get, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Some of the people that I work with right now that mentor me, they use scripts. I like to go over actual deals to let people see it, vice just, going to a seminar for 2 hours and nobody gets anything really. I mean, people talk to you, but let's go over some actual stuff and not just rah, everybody jumping up and down in the doggone room. So I just show people how to get leads, and I've already scripted a lot of this stuff out. So I'm just going to gloss over some of it. And what you need, buyers, you need sellers, you need accredited investors. It's always good to have some people that's going to lend you money. You need the right lawyers, the right realtors, the right brokers, right accountants. You need people on your squad. This is like, and that's what I create. I'm creating a bomb squad. Like if I had to create a team in basketball, I'm talking Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I'm about to create a bomb squad. And that's what I do. I've been doing real estate for years, and I just keep reaching out to these people, say, okay, I pulled him along. And some people I pull along are not, putting out what I need to put out. And that's okay. I just find somebody to replace them. That's all I do. I don't, it's no altercations or nothing like that. I just move along and keep going to those that see it. When you're on this journey, a lot of people are not going to see your journey. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to be like, oh, you're going to another event? Man, I don't believe you. Let me explain something to y'all. There is nothing better than having 100% of your time. There is nothing. You can't sell me on anything. Nothing better. But it's going to take you to work your behind off. It's going to take you to work on the weekends. It's going to take you to work on Sunday. And this is when I say you should close up shop. You can close up shop when McDonald's close. Some McDonald's open 24 hours a day. Just close up shop when you got Walmart, when they close. Walmart's be open 24 hours a day. Big Walmarts, do like they do. And I say that to say, I don't care if you put 30 minutes in, fam. You got to put something into this game. I don't care what it is. I don't know if you made your first 10,000 in real estate, but if you haven't, that's a problem. That's just a problem. Now, I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm not gonna go into all the details and stuff like that. I'm gonna give y'all some insight right now of how I start from residential to multifamily. If you bring me a deal, I'm gonna start when I receive a deal, and then y'all can, if y'all got questions, go ahead and put them up there, and then we'll go and answer the questions as I go. That's the thing I did down in Texas. That's just a nice picture. I'm just running through this. That's a project that I have right now that I'm farming out to people. That's a project I have right now I'm farming out. I'm farming that one out too. I'm farming that one out too. I'm working on that one right there. That's just a nice picture. I got that one right there. I got that one right there. Wholesaling. And I know a lot of people want to go to wholesaling. Like I say, a lot of this stuff, I'm a zip through it because I already have it detailed out. Now I'd rather you go through and you can rewind and forward and all that kind of stuff with it. So wholesaling, investment properties, I would say, man, when I look across the country, let me think. Probably about 60% maybe. 60% of people want to wholesale. That's all I hear. Wholesale, 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 wholesale. Nothing wrong with wholesaling. But real estate is so much bigger than wholesaling. Real estate is subject twos. Real estate is wraparound mortgages. Real estate is rehabs. Real estate is lease options. Real estate is so big, you can find your niche. If you wholesale, this is how I look at it. You can wholesale, but you're going to have to learn another piece of real estate because wholesaling is like you have a golden geese, right? And you just sell it away. And now you don't have it no more. The geese is laying golden eggs, but you sold it. That's wholesaling to me. I would rather you keep the goose and let the goose keep laying eggs. That's, renting to own or lease option, just keeping it and letting it keep producing for you. That's how we win. That's how we get out of corporate. I left a 6-figure income and I'm not crazy, but a little bit, but I left it because of how and why, how I have myself set up financially so I can win. Create a deal flow. That's part of the real estate industry. And so as I go along and show people real estate, it's tough to just off the top, hey, Charles, would you do this deal? It's like, oh, shoot. I mean, I can look at numbers to give you, yes, I would move forward or no, I wouldn't. That's what I look at when I do real estate. It's like, yes or no, what are you going to do? Are you going to do it or are you not going to do it? And so that's what I go through when I'm doing real estate as far as looking at deals. To keep the deals coming in, you have to be a marketing fool. You have to get out there, y'all. You got to talk to people. You got to go to events that you don't want to go to. You got to do some bull crap that you do not want to do. That's what you have to do. You got to do some bull crap you don't want to do, driving for dollars, whatever you want to call it. Get out there, make some new friends. That's what you have to do. You have to get out there and make new friends. Connected with motivated sellers. I connect with just a lot of people. And some of them are motivated. Some of them I'm direct to. Some of them I'm not. But it's resources and relationships. That's real estate. You have to get good at something. And if you're not good at it, get a team of people to help you. Why would you not? That's what I think. Get a team of people to help you be good at what you're not good at. And that's why I create teams. It's so much better to create teams. I'm doing that right now. I'm creating this bomb squad. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, I got some people on my squad, and my goal is to be a repository, to have a squad to where you have people with money and you have people with deals, and you cycling people through that have deals, and you can wholesale all day like that. I mean, you have to come with a good deal, of course. The other thing is offering contract. You have to give an initial property evaluation, and that's just looking at it from a wholesale perspective. But from any perspective, you got to give an initial property evaluation. That's what I give people. I say, hey, it's a deal I look at, and then it comes down to the numbers. And so that's what I tell people. It's about numbers, yo. When we look into this stuff, finding an end buyer. Start with the end in mind if you need to. Start looking for buyers. Start looking for private money. We have to look for buyers, y'all. A lot of people get these great deals and can't do nothing with it. Now they just stuck with a great deal. And it's like, okay, so what do you do now? So what are you doing with that great deal? So I look at that just to say, you can do it, but you got to put your back into it. you can do it. You definitely can do it. So this is just people that I work with. We match investors to projects. That's a team that I'm working with right now. And they have projects to investors. That's a team I'm working with. Property visit. I mean, somebody doesn't have to visit this property, y'all. I don't know who it's going to be, Sometimes it's not me, but sometimes, somebody have to visit this property. Who's it going to be? Somebody on your team gotta go and check it out. That's just part of it. I get virtual, I get that all day. But, somebody going to look at this doggone property. Contract assignment. A lot of people worry too much about the contracts. Do you have a lawyer? A qualified attorney that's not that's just my personal is I don't want an attorney that's just stuck in the courtroom. I can't do it. I need somebody that understands deals. I need somebody that can do a double close, that can do a wholesale, subject to, wraparound. I need people to do commercial because it's different. Some real estate attorneys don't do commercial. So it's like, what are you looking for? And so I've got, I have people that they go hard in the paint. They have the information that I need. So you close and you collect the profits. And my close may be different from somebody else's. Sometimes I'll do a double, sometimes I won't. But it just depends on the deal. My deals that I want to do, I need everybody to win. I don't have to get 80% of the money, 100%. It's not even about that. It's about us winning. So this is people that be coming to me like, hey, Charles, I got, crazy things going on. I need to know, do you have a price, range, and all that stuff? These are cash buyers. These are people that, they want me to find deals for them. So I just go out and see what I have out there. This person brought me, $50 million. So let me stop right there for a second and help you all to understand something. If you don't understand real estate from the residential, if you don't understand it from the commercial, what could happen? Somebody gonna bring something to you, and then you're not gonna know what to do with it. And if somebody come to you with a $50 million deal and say, hey, I want to buy this, and you can't speak their lingo, you probably lost out on $50 million. That's crazy. Not saying you're going to get $50 million, but you're going to get a percentage if you're going to do that deal or find somebody who can do the deal. Funding to me is number one. If you're doing real estate, you got to figure out the funds up front or you're going to lose. I've lost on deals. Better believe it. I lost on a $750,000 deal. Well, it was an $8 million deal, but my part was going to be $750,000 at close, and then I was going to get money after that for the course of a 3-year period. But I messed that up because I didn't have my buyers lined up the way I needed to. So I messed that up, and that was like probably 6 years ago. This is another person that has $50 million, and they're giving me their criteria. You need a criteria from people. Stop chasing waterfalls and people telling you I'll buy anything anywhere. And when people do that to me, I send them a $1.3 billion asset down in Miami, Florida. I got one in California as well. 1.3 billion. No, it's in Nevada. It's a casino. 1.3 billion. So, and then when you send them that, then they, no, not like that. Well, then you have it's okay to have, a range. What's your range? And I ask people straight up, I ain't got time for the games. I don't play games. This is serious business. We need to be about our business. So I don't want you to be chasing these people just because they say, yeah, any range is fine. Any state is fine. And it's not true. It's like, that's not true. You're sitting there playing with my emotions. I'm gonna sit out there and go, I've done it. I'll get out there and find all this doggone property and I'm bringing it. And people just say, send me what you got. And I'm like, I ain't sending you nothing. And let's get on the phone. Give me a criteria or you can go bye-bye. You're not going to hype me up over 50 million. You're not going to hype me up. You're going to hype everybody else up who's going to start throwing you deals and emailing you 50 doggone things. And you're going to say, no. And you're only saying no because you have a doggone criteria. And those for them people who watching this, who have a criteria, they don't put it out there. Put your criteria out there. So this is a criteria, looking for 100 to 300 units, B or an A or A-B class area, must be an emerging market, cap rate should be at least 6 or 7%. That's a criteria. Texas, Atlanta, that's a criteria. That's all it is. It's so easy to do that. It's nothing out of the ordinary to give somebody a criteria, and it pisses me off because you got a lot of people that's trying to understand the industry and you got them running around like they chicken with their head cut off. So the goal for you, network investors, whether you're going to do assisted living, cannabis, you can put yourself in a position to have people that have funding, people who have deals, and you bring everybody together. You got to bring everybody together. It's about networking. I already talked about funding your business. I'm not going to go through this because I have this in detail. Business credit, we all need it. I don't care who you are. that's getting money without using your credit score. I don't care who you are. They say cash is king is great, but credit is like, credit can extend that cash thing because you only have so much cash. Credit can get you into $1 million, $2 million property. You put 20% down, you can get into those type properties. So I'm going to zip past this other stuff about credit, and I'm going to go into when I get a deal. These are people who got credit, got funded. $250,000. If you got $250, that's a nice chunk of change, y'all. Let's keep it for real. I give you, if you want a business line of credit, or you want a blueprint, I got some people that'll give you a blueprint. It's a free thing, free resource out there just to tell you where you are. And if you don't know where you are, you kind of lost right now, because if you got a deal and you need X number of dollars, and you don't know where that money coming from, you kind of guesstimating. And I see people, one guy, he said his house is paid off $250,000. That's $250,000 of money that you can use. That's called lazy money. I got people with IRAs with $400,000. I got people with 401ks with $150,000 doing nothing though. At least have your money work for you. That's all I'm saying. You do what you do. Talk to your financial folks and figure it out. True business credit. That's the one I'm working on right now. That's the deal somebody was working on. I'm just going to zip through these because I already have it set up. Now we're going to start right here. Let's say somebody gives you a deal. And I'm just going to go with one I already know. Break out your calculators, family, and I'm going to show you what I do when I get doggone deals. Break out the calculators. So this is what I do. Give me any deal you give me, I'm going to actually, I hear a lot of static. Let me mute y'all right quick. I'm going to the, let me see if I can go to where is it? The chat group. Because I want to see, I got it over here. Let me bring the chat group up here. So let's say this is the first thing I do. You give me a deal, I'm going to look at the price, and let's say the price is $699K versus the number of doors. I'm going to look at the price versus the number of doors. And then I'm just going to divide that up. And I'm not going to do all the work. Y'all divide that up. What do you come at? What's the price per door? Y'all don't need to, see my pretty face. What's the price per door on that, y'all? It's very simple, y'all. Give me the price per door. If you got to unmute yourself or type it in. So I just said 699,000 versus the number of doors. When anybody give me any deal, I use the amount versus the number of doors to get how much that price per door is, because it gives me some insight. Now tell me, what did you come up with? Go ahead, just spray it out. You can unmute yourself, or I can unmute you. If you got something to say, unmute yourself. You good? This is very informal, y'all. We about to dive into a little bit of the numbers of real estate on the commercial side, and then I'll dive into some numbers on the residential side. Okay, 58,333, what have you, blah, blah, blah. So this is what I do. I get the price per door, and I just look at the areas really and say, is this a good price? In some areas, I wouldn't pay that. In some areas, I will. So 58,000, we'll just take that number, round number. Now, if I was in California with that, people be jumping all over that because California have high prices. And if you were like in Alabama, people say that may be too high because, you may have some lower prices in Alabama. So that's one of the first things I look at when I get a deal. I say, okay, this deal right here is this. The other thing I have to find out, y'all, I need to know what the owner wants. It's all great to run these numbers and know all this stuff. But if you don't know what the owner wants, it don't matter. I'm not going to say wasting your time, but it's good to know. It's definitely good to know what's going on with the owner. And a lot of people, we kind of jump the gun when we're doing this stuff, and we just kind of go through it without knowing. And so for all you people who watching this right now, let me take myself off of this. I want you to understand. I want y'all to see me when I say this. So for all you people out there in TV world that's watching this, when you send me a deal, I'm going to look at the quick numbers, look at quick math, and then say, hey, maybe I would or maybe I wouldn't do the deal. Then when I say I need the numbers, when I say I need the numbers, I'm talking about the numbers to tell what's going to be the cash on cash return, what's going to be the cash flow, what's going to be the net operating income, what's going to be the capital expenditures, what's going to be the debt coverage service ratio, what's the rent roll say, what's the T12 say, what's the profit and loss say, what's the class of the property, what's the value play in all of that, all of those numbers, what's the taxes, what's the insurance, what all of that makes up how you compute and figure out if you're going to do a deal. So if you was to just say, it's renting for $1,000 a place, an apartment, the 12 units, that don't tell me nothing. I can say, I don't know what to tell you. I can sit here and guess and give you some bull crap, but for me to do a deal, it takes a little bit of time, family. So if anybody out there is spitting out a deal to you and saying, hey, no, all you got to do is that, they're lying. They are straight up lying. They can give you a guesstimation, and that's about the best they can do. I can say, it sounds like a deal. If you can get the rent roll to T12 and a profit and loss statement, then you can make some moves with it to have a better understanding. Commercial goes when we go to 5 units. Residential, 4 and below. Commercial, when you hit commercial, you're at 5 units and above. So, and if you can do a 5 unit, you can do a 500 unit. It's going to take some time. Please believe that. But it's all numbers. It's all numbers. And then I just show people, hey, this is how we have to do it. And so a lot of people are losing deals because they don't know what to do. You just out there like, I got people right now with deals, like solid deals, but they just got the deal in their hand and they like, okay, I got a deal. What do I do? Now you lost out on a possible $20,000? Could $20,000 help anybody on this live? Come on, family. Let's keep it 100. We don't have to act like, we different on here. We all the same. So the thing is, you have to understand the thought process of somebody like myself, an investor, and you have to think like an investor, because if you're going to give it to an investor, I'm already thinking this. If you're trying to give me a deal, I'm already going down my list and say, what's the cap rate? What's the cash on cash? Is it in a gray area? Is it in a D area? Is it a class D? Is it a C property in a B area? I'm just running through stuff in my brain, but I'm gonna take that information and I'm gonna put it into a spreadsheet and figure it out. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is like the best stuff. Coconut water, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. That coconut water go hard in the paint. Oh my goodness. It just does something to my body. So check this out. Right here, asking price, $699 for 12 doors. Y'all got that, how much per door? And the asking price, this one, $60 million. What's the numbers on that one? $60 million for 997 doors. What's the price on that one? And I'm telling y'all that because that's what's going on in my world today. 60 million, run the numbers on it. 60 million, 997 doors, you might as well say 1,000 doors, right? That's easy. Easy math, easy math. Easy math, easy math. And then $415,000 for 6 doors. What's the numbers on that one? We got to know the numbers, so you might as well just figure it out. It's just easy math. Got to do the easy math. These are just terms. I'm going to tell y'all like this. I find so many people when I'm doing real estate that don't understand how to speak residential and don't understand how to speak commercial. I can tell you, once I get on the phone with you, I'm going to know if you know residential or commercial. You're not going to sugarcoat it. You can't do it. You have to know these terms are like standard stuff. Like if you're talking to a broker, these are standard stuff. These brokers are going to break you down. That's what they're going to do. If you don't understand, the broker is not going to be able to give you that deal nobody knows about. That sweet deal that's at $20,000 a door that you can have some value play if you added, did some rehab in the place, and next thing you know, you walking out of there with a $30,000 check, a $100,000 check. I just got a guy who walked out with $100,000 as a wholesale deal, $100,000 check. That's harder to paint, y'all. I don't care who you are. That's a great check. All you need is one deal, one multifamily deal. To me, trumps 10 single family. That's just me, because you just get a bigger payout with multifamily. So if I get a deal, I got this paperwork right here. Let me get it out. Let me see what I got here. Shoot. If I get a deal, 9 times out of 10, I'm talking commercial now. So when I get a commercial deal, hopefully, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let me put this out like this. This is a profit and loss statement that somebody gave me. Yeah, that's a profit and loss statement. All they did was type it up, and some of the numbers are a bunch of bull crap anyway. So it's a profit and loss statement. You probably can't even see it real good, but it's just a profit and loss statement. And what I do is I look at the numbers on here. I look at the income, the expenses, and I try to figure out what the heck is going on. So it's almost like you're playing, you're in it, you're trying to discover like a murder mystery when you're doing residential. Because it's almost like discovering, okay, where are the numbers going? Why the numbers are the way they are? Why are they not tracking the way they should be? This right here is a rent roll. Let me make sure ain't nothing on here that I can get in trouble with. Yeah, I don't need that. This right here is a rent roll. This is just somebody, I was working on this deal. This is just a rent roll, and all it does, it tells who's paying what rent, and you need that number because you need to know what's being paid at the end of the month, what's being paid at the end of the year. And then you have a thing called a T12. So a T12 is more of, you see it up there. A T12, it tells really like a story to say you have the month of May or September, and now something happened between like May and June. What happened between there? There was no money coming in, and now they have back payments to pay you as a investor. So it's all these terms play a big role, family. I mean, this is part of the terms. So I'm trying to explain to y'all, when somebody bring me a commercial deal, I'm looking at all this stuff. It's like, you got to know gross scheduled rents, physical vacancy, utility reimbursements, all that stuff play a role. So if you only give me a few things, it's like, I really can't do much for you. I'm just being honest. And it's going to take me some time. If I were to help you out with your deal, it's going to take me some time to take this information that I'm giving y'all and put it into an Excel spreadsheet and figure out this whole thing. It's like looking into the matrix, like, okay, carry the one and move this over here. Why is this like this? And then I can say, okay, what happened with this property is this. It went from here to here to here, and now we can go back to the owner and say, owner, this is what we want to do. That $699,000, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but this is what we found. And due to what we found, now we have to offer you $600,000, and this is the numbers and this is the math behind it. And you can say it with, not like you're trying to get over, but you want to give them the best information. This is some other numbers that you're going to need. Taxes. Don't let this stuff get you, all this, I put in an Excel spreadsheet. So don't be all, man, it's too much. It's not too much. It's truly not, because I can put one number in and then it folds into something else. So I don't want you to get in, like this is a lot of information, a lot of work. It's really not. But all I do is go line by line. And so I know I'm teaching some people right now. I know some of y'all on the line, we're going to be going line by line to figure out the taxes, the insurance, the repairs and maintenance. And I'm going to help you to understand what it is. So if somebody bring you a deal and they have on a sheet of paper, they have the payroll for a 12 unit at $2,000. A 12 unit, they say for payroll, we do $2,000. And I'm going to call the BS flag and say, hold on, time out. 9 times out of 10, payroll starts at about 50 units. So I'm just going to inquire into that and figure out, why is somebody getting $2,000? It's why is marketing $500 a door for a 12 unit? That don't even sound right. So that's what I want you to understand. When you see the numbers, stuff is going to jump out at you, because you're going to know There's an industry standard for payroll, contract services, management fees, general admin. There's an industry standard, and you can say for marketing, depending on the number of units, you can say marketing is $100 a door. So if they have 500, you know something's off. If they have $30 a door, you know something's off. You're like, hold on. If they have $30, I just want to know why. That's all you're doing. You're trying to figure out the puzzle. When you figure out the puzzle and you put everything together, you can legitimately go to the owner and say, this is what's going on. That's all. That's what you want to do. This is more numbers, y'all. And I hate to put it out there like that. I just want y'all to really see, you know, I'm hitting y'all with commercial. Y'all want to know commercial? This is part of commercial, and this is what I do. So I'm going to, and the people that's learning with me, you know, we're going to go over every line right here. I'm going to show you how the debt coverage ratio, majority of banks and lenders, they want to see 1.25. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a reason why. Because if you don't have a 1.25, that means you can't pay the expenses. And so the bank are not going to, they don't want to give you any money. If you go through a bank or a lender, they don't want to give you any money. The equity partners cash flow, huge right there. This is huge. This right here, equity partner. When you have investors coming in, you got to let them know what they're about to make. They want to know how much money they're going to make. They don't care about nothing else. Is it risky? Yes. Can we touch it? Yes. How much money I'm going to make? What's going to be my return? Your return is 6 to 9% on the front end. And on the back end, you get 50 to 75% of the back end for the profit. That's what you can tell an investor. And then you have to break it down and show the investor what they're going to get for their money and the cash on cash return. So those that's, you know, that's working, we're going to go through all that stuff. It's all numbers to me. I don't care how pretty the deal look. It's not about all that. It's numbers. Numbers make everything happen for me. And it should make everything happen for you. You got to learn these doggone this terminology like nobody's business. And I know right now I got people going out and we're going to be talking to brokers. And first I'm going to do a call so y'all can listen to me as I speak to a broker. And we do that because it's repetition. Repetition. If you can do one deal, you can do another deal. If you can do a 5-unit, you can do another deal. It doesn't matter. It's repetition in this industry. Even on the residential side, I'm going to hit on residential as well. And then I'm going to hit on the cannabis and I'm going to hit on assisted living for y'all out there. Because it's all real estate to me. The goal is group economics. If you don't have a team, you're not going to go as far as you think you can go. Because I've been in here too long, so I know I need somebody to help me with all the deals that I get. So that's why I reach out to y'all and say, hey, anybody want to work with me on this or this or that or this? And some of the deals that I'm going to get, I'm not going to do. I'm going to flip it to somebody else and let y'all do it. Y'all can wholesale it, and you can go through the deal with me to understand the deal, and you can go through the deal with me to understand the deal, and you can go through the deal with me to understand the deal, and that's what we're going to keep doing. Going through the deals, actual deals, so you can understand the deal. And that's what, you know, I got this, I got a 12-unit, a 6-unit, a 32-unit, a 30-unit, 125-unit. And then I have a plethora of deals that I'm not even doing. I mean, it's too many for me to do. But can I still get paid on it? Why not? Yes. Let's get paid on it at least. And a lot of y'all still trying to learn this stuff. And it's been years. Some of y'all still trying to learn real estate. And y'all keep going to these events, keep spending $20,000, $30,000. I see people, the most I've seen thus far is people spend $60,000. And it's like, it's truly not that serious. I get it though. I get it. I truly get it. People pay for information. And you know, I pay for information. Believe that. I done paid $5,000 to travel, another $2,000, $5,000, $7,000. I get it in. This is what I do. I go get their information, but you know, I still, you know, here's my thing right here. This is what I spent in different states I'll be going to. And that was probably 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago, y'all. So I'll be like, man, I got to spend another $3,000 to go here and $2,000. So I go get educated and then I bring it back and then I let people see stuff that I do. So you're going to have to find out where the money is. You're going to have to connect with people. You're going to have to get some buyers and sellers. This is big right here. I like to know people's goals. Like, where are you going? Where do you want to be? Because if you don't know your goals, it's hard for me to help you. And if you want to say, I want to do $1 million in 6 months. Okay. Your behind going to be working. I can guarantee that. because you have to start to, I call it reverse engineer this thing. So you got to pick a number. I don't know what that number is. My thing I like to do is tell people, let's pick the amount of money you make right now and make that your yearly goal. The amount of money you make right now as your yearly goal, because if you can make the same amount of money in less time, are you going to keep your job? That's all I'm asking. I mean, how much time could you actually put in if you had time to put in? And if you don't have time, we got to figure out that piece as well. So I'm going to talk about the residential here. Hold on, let me stop. Go ahead and type in, or let me unmute everybody right quick. If y'all have questions, hold on, let me unmute. Bam. So I know it's going to be a little, people may be talking. If you have questions right now, go ahead and just tell me your questions or what you may have before I go. This is on commercial. Keep it on commercial. I'm going to go into residential. I'm going to go into assisted living real quick and go into cannabis real quick. Because it's all real estate. But if you have a question on the commercial, go ahead and bring it to me. Because I'm going to run through a quick scenario that I'm doing right now. It's an actual scenario, but I'm going to run through it for the commercial side. Do I have any questions right now? Y'all don't? Okay, I'm going to mute everybody. Mute. So check it out. So let's run through commercial real quick. You give me a deal. I'm looking at the deal. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm crunching the numbers. I'm looking at the $699 divided by 12, come up with $58,000. That may or may not be a good for that area. I just keep that in my mind. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask for the T12, the rent roll, and the profit and loss statement. I'm going to take those numbers and I'm going to look at them in an Excel spreadsheet to make it make sense to me to see what the expenses are. 9 times out of 10, this is what I use. I look at the rents that coming in. So I'm going to just throw quick numbers out there. If the rent's coming in $10,000, half of that should be expenses. If it's $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. $60,000 for me is going to be expenses. That makes a big play. Expenses, you have to know your expenses or you're going to mess your money up. If it's an older property, I go with 60%, well, 55% of the money that's coming into the place because I'm trying to figure out where I can add value to this property so it can make me money down the road. Maybe year 2, year 3, 4, sell it year 5 or keep it. It's your choice. I'm going to first find out where my money is. I don't care if it's a 401k, if you got a 700 credit score, if you have other people, you need to figure out that money piece up front before you start going down that road. You need to have an LLC or an entity that you can do this stuff called real estate. Truly, I don't like to do real estate in my name. That's just me. Because income in your name, income tax. I'm not a tax guy. I'm just telling you, I have a CPA, a tax strategist. Y'all need to get you one too. You can use some people that I know if you want to. You can do an LLC up. You can use a professional or you can do it up yourself. That's definitely up to you. I'm not giving any LLC advice. That's not what I'm here to do, or any legal advice. I'm just telling you what I do. I take those numbers. I look at, is it cash producing or not? I take that same entity and I look in the area to see what's similar to that particular property and see what it's sold for. Sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't. If you got somebody on your team that's a realtor, they may do some work for you. You never know. Some of them do it for free. Some of them may try to charge you. Find one that'll do it for free for you, that y'all just have that bond, that y'all good people like that. And so what I do is I package it up. I got it in where's that package at? I don't even have it down here. Nope, I don't have it down here. But I put it into an investor packet. And then I'm always marketing to private investors. Say, hey, y'all, I'm doing multifamily. This is what I got. I will tell you this. You can get in trouble. A lot of people market the wrong way. A lot of people don't look at what the Securities Exchange Commission puts out, the SEC. You can't just say, hey, y'all, give me some money. I'm about to do this deal. You can't do that. That's illegal. That's truly illegal. A lot of people don't, they probably don't enforce it on a big level, but that's truly illegal. You have to form some type of relationship with people. That's why when I put out stuff, I say, let's get on the phone and let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's go out to lunch. Let's do something. Let's do what we're doing right here. I'm forming a relationship with y'all right now. Those that I don't know, form a relationship. We may be on the phone at some point in time. And then down the road, we may do a deal together. But we already formed that relationship. So I'm not saying, find out from an SEC attorney the correct thing you're supposed to do, because there's a law and it's written and I have the number of the law, but I'm not putting it out. You can go find it. It's out there. It's just general information to me. So I'll put it out to, and you can do deals different ways. Some do promissory notes. Some get, if those bigger deals, those get with accredited investors. They get with the SEC attorney, and then they go that route. So there's so many different ways to do real estate. If you have a question, just go ahead and type it in, and I'll look at it, and then I'll go from there. Cap rate equals NOI divided by sale price times the rehab. Hendrick, I want to put all that information out there, but I think that's going to confuse more people. So what I like to do when I do this, I like to break down what is a cap rate, and you break down what is the NOI. Then you break every piece down, and then you start adding numbers. So I know I put that in the group. Literally, I broke those down. And if you don't see it, let me know, because I'll put it back in there. But I broke it down so y'all can see it a little better. But I don't want to confuse people and people start trying to figure this out. This is the one thing I do know for a fact. Confused people will do absolutely nothing. So if I start throwing, and let me tell y'all what's happening at these seminars. They throwing all these numbers at y'all. Just like that, Hendrick, just to be honest with you. I can throw all these numbers at y'all. The NOI is 2.3 million, and then this, and then this, and then this. And then y'all gonna be confused and like, hold on, I'm wrong. And that's exactly what they do. And I don't want to do that. I really like to break it down, and everybody's on their own level. And then you might be ahead of people, but I can break that down to you so you can, we can go back and forth. But everybody else, some people just start out. Let me go ahead and press mute on this, because I don't want to hear all this background noise. If you have a question, just go ahead and type it in, and we'll get to it. Real estate in a nutshell: you have to get the contract, you have to get the lawyer, be consistent. You have to make offers. You got to study in your own time. I know I was up at like 1 a.m. That's just what I do. I study. I network and I study and I keep putting the work in. It's not going to stop. It's just information to me. Definitely information. My goal is I want people to be independently, like just financially independent, really. Like we go through a lot of stress. A lot of people stressing right now over bills and stuff like that. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts, once we come together and we do it as a unit, right? I can do it by myself. I've been doing it. But if we come together and we do it as a unit, nobody can stop us, okay? And so I'm going to go into cannabis real quick. So from the cannabis world, what I did, some of y'all already know, I work with some guys out in California. They're based in Atlanta, but they travel out to California. They got stuff in Colorado, Arizona, Canada. And they've been doing it probably upwards of 13, 14 years now. And they have the dispensaries and the farms. They know the laws and everything. They break it down for me. And so what I've been working with them for is to let y'all know, I ain't put it out there to a lot of people, but to bring cannabis to Virginia. And I'm talking about a farm and a dispensary. Yes. Been putting it out to a few people. Some people want to partner with me. A lot of people just watching, and that's totally fine. Doesn't matter to me. We all in. We all in. That cannabis industry, it's due to be $100 billion industry. There's so much in it. So many different things out there. I know by the year 2020, what is this? It's about to be 2020. So the year 2022 is going to be $20.8 billion out there. There's so much to it. I got into it only because people's hit me up about real estate, finding land, finding warehouses and stuff like that. And I was asking them, what are y'all doing? You know, and then they got with me and told me some stuff. And I was like, whoa, y'all are really getting it down. And down there, you know, they, some of them, some firms, hold on, not firms, but some cannabis companies. I know one up in Maryland, they're saying we projected to make $3 to $4 million monthly. I was like, wow, you know, that's over $100,000. You know, it's numbers to me. And so if you want to talk offline about cannabis, I have so much content on cannabis, it's crazy. I really do, from the laws to what Virginia is doing. I have some other states as well. A lot of people from the West are coming over here to get a piece of the pie of cannabis, and we just got to be ready. And it's going to happen, whether you in or not. It's just going to happen. From assisted living. So assisted living is huge only because we have about 10,000 plus baby boomers retiring like every day. And so it's so big that they're going to need more places for them to live. Right now, I know the city that I'm working with right now, they want us to build multifamily 55 and older. There's like a huge need, like huge. There's a waiting list to get into like one apartment complex, 1,000 people on that waiting list. Imagine that. So that's neither here nor there, but for those that do assisted living, what you can do, first you can talk to the city if you want to, but you can actually get into houses if you want to do it in the houses, is, you can talk to the city just like I did and see if the city will want to fund you in that, which they can give you a bond. And a bond could be $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, what have you. If you get a bond, you can get a lender to back you as well and match that bond. So if the city give you 5 and the lender give you 5, you got 10 million to build. And I guarantee you'll find a builder if you got $10 million. You better believe that. On the residential side of getting assisted living, say you get a 5-bedroom or 4-bedroom and you want to put people in there, I do a thing called lease with an option to buy to get into property. I find for sale by owners, I don't look on the MLS. I find for sale by owners, and then I negotiate with the owner to pay him off later. So I don't have to use my credit score. I don't have to use a lot of money. I usually put down $100. That's just what I do. And if you want to know more about how I do it, I put it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube. Let me pull it out right now. You can go to YouTube and go to my channel and then get that for sale by owner stuff, y'all. You don't have to be an expert in all this stuff. Here's one right here. I'm going to take the link and give it to you. Hold on.
You could have got lower. Because you have to form that.
Stop right there. So I'm going to give you the link. I'm going to put it in here. This is a link, and you can just go to my channel. And let me tell y'all something what this lady told me. I put out my I put out my YouTube channel. This lady came on in this group and she said, hey, I want to know how to wholesale, blah, blah, blah. So I sent her my YouTube link. I said, well, here, because I can't tell you everything about wholesaling. Just we sitting there typing. So I sent her my link. This one lady got mad. Oh, you just trying to grow your YouTube channel. I was like, that's so far from what I'm doing. YouTube for me it's just a great resource. I really like it. I know you can make money off of YouTube. I'm definitely not there yet. So that's not I want everybody, please go to my YouTube channel. That's, and the sad part is you got people out there that will hate on you because you're doing something great. I'm trying to help this lady out. She asked for it, so I gave it to her. You just trying to blow up your YouTube. I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. Some people are something else, y'all. Just keep it moving. That's all you can do. That's what I do. I keep it moving. I don't, I just keep moving. That's it. I'm going to keep it right there. I keep moving. I don't allow people to come into my window of things of opportunity. That's what I did for $100. I put it up there on the screen. Let me move this out the way. Hope it's not in y'all way. Can y'all still see the screen? Do y'all see what I have up there right now? I know I put that in y'all way. Can y'all still see the screen? Yes. Can somebody say yes or no? Can y'all still see the screen? I got the deal on the contract for $100. That's just, I think that particular one was a wholesale deal. But I mean, I do the same thing with lease options. It's a lot of work you got to put in. I may go through 100 houses, y'all. And I put my name out there, and y'all need business cards as well. So I put my name out there so people know I do real estate. So people now give me deals. So I don't have to put in as much work as I used to. But if you're starting, you're going to have to put some work in. You can't just do, sit behind a computer and do much of nothing. It's not gonna work out for you. It's not gonna work out for you. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and run them. You can put them in the chat, or you can just tell me the questions. Let me go ahead and go to this mute thing. Unmute everybody. I'm gonna unmute y'all. If you have questions, please let me know. Unmute all, and then I'm gonna go back to mute. Anybody have any questions as I'm going along doing it? Let me know. Any questions? Okay.
This is Laquita Houston, and I do want more information on the getting these deals under contract for $100 as well.
Okay. Okay. I got videos, y'all. I got mad video. I just put a video. Do you see that YouTube video in the link?
I didn't see that, and also I was on several of your Facebook pages, but now I don't get any notification. I don't even see them in my
You know why?
group.
I stopped posting on my main page for a little bit.
Oh,
That's the only reason you haven't got anything. I'm posting more in groups now.
okay.
I'm going straight to the information.
Okay, so then you were supposed to be starting a new group as well, and I believe I sent you my Gmail, but I don't think I got anything back. So do I need to send it again?
I will send it back out to you. I think we're on the same page. I gotta see if let me think. Okay, I'm gonna send it back out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it back out if we're talking the same thing. Okay, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool. And you can hit me back because I'm human. You know, I make mistakes.
Okay, so you had mentioned your YouTube page. So you mentioned going on to the one with just the you have more than the for sale by owner.
Yeah, I have a lot of videos.
Okay.
If you just go to my channel, you'll see a lot of videos.
Okay.
A lot of videos. Yeah.
Okay.
I just keep,
Thank you.
Even this one. This was going to be up there as well. You know, I just keep adding to it. So.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions right now? Because I'm about to go over like my broad view of what we're doing, and those that are actually I'm working with right now, like one-on-one, doing deals. And let me put this out there for everybody. I'm not saying you have to work with me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to get educated for one. You need to get a network for two. You need to get people that you can trust and you be around and work for three. What I've done is create a network of people to where we're bringing deals into the network, and anybody who does a deal in there, we're sharing the deal. In a sense, we're getting a percentage of the deal that's in that group. So anytime I do a deal, like I got deals on the table right now, anytime I do a deal, those people in the group, they're going along with me, watching me do this particular deal. I'm getting them trained on everything that I'm understanding or doing. I don't care if it's residential or commercial. I do more commercial, but I can do residential too. And so we're going through and we're learning about that particular deal. And when the deal closes, a percentage of that deal is going to everybody that's in the group. It is a paid group though. I'll just be honest with you. But I would rather, if I let everybody in, most people are just going to do this and do absolutely nothing. And I get that. And so that's why I do the paid group piece. With the paid group, we have access to accredited investors. Everything that I have, we have access to in that group. I have accountants, I have lawyers, I have an SEC attorney in there, I have lenders that lend money, and I have organizations. It's basically, we just started it probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks or something to that effect. It hasn't been going on that long. And I'm training people up to where when you get a deal, I want you to know what you're going to do with it. I want you to be able to look at a deal, break the numbers down. You should be able to talk to a broker. You should be able to speak to me to where I understand you, because you're speaking either residential or commercial terms. So a lot of people are out there guessing. So my time is everything to me, y'all. I have like all my time, and I freely give it to a lot of people. I put out a lot of content, but I can only help so much. You know, I'm only one person. I can only do so much. I can only, I still, outside of real estate, I still have my nonprofit. I still have my government contracting. I still have speaking engagements. I still have to freaking write a book and give it back to the editor. Like right now, that's on my table. I'm still working with the city on doing, it's just, I have a lot on my plate. And so what I'm doing is I'm showing people, okay, if you want to be a part of what I'm doing, it's only a small group of people. Now, I'm starting with 10 people. Right now, I only have 7. So it's only 3 more people that's about to get in. And I already spoke to some people. They haven't came in yet. And I'm not knocking them or telling them when they need to come in. But when I get to 10, things are going to change. Because what I have is an organization that's going to be taking my deals, taking our deals in that group. And let's say you come to the table with a 20 unit or a 30 unit or a 50 unit. We're going to work the deal, work the numbers, and you're going to wholesale it to that group that I'm working with. From, it may be a church organization. It may be a nonprofit organization. It may be another organization that I'm working with. It may be those accredited investors. But how better could it be to get a deal, allow me to work with you on the deal, and then you wholesale it to one of these entities, and then you still get paid on the outside of that deal. But even though you get paid on the outside of that deal and you're in the group, a small percentage, like a slither of the percentage, goes to everybody in the group. Every time I get a deal, a percentage goes to the group. Every time somebody else in the group does a deal, even though you're not a part of it, you get a percentage of that deal. I hope that makes sense. My goal for that deal is to keep growing it like this. It's going to keep growing, without a doubt. So we're going to keep growing that deal, and I would rather get paid on a deal that I'm not doing versus just trying to do all my own stuff. I would rather have lenders. I got a lender right now that's tied to a hedge fund. A hedge fund is huge. So if you get a deal that's $100 million, I got a hedge fund backing me. So you have a hedge fund backing you if you're part of the group. And I'm going to just be honest with everybody. This is what's going to happen with this. I'm going to take and work with the people inside the group first. So I have people that's sending me deals that's not inside the group. I have to work with the group first. So if the group has a deal, I'm going to vet that deal first, vet another deal outside the group first. I mean, because I need the group to eat. I need the group to learn. So in the group, what we're doing is we're learning the verbiage. We're doing one-on-ones. And then we're going to be working with brokers, like real brokers. And you on the phone, it's you and them. Once you get on the phone with them, it's you and them. I can't save you at that point. But before we get to that point, I can work with you on the verbiage. I can talk to you. We can do one-on-ones. Me and you. You can listen to me talk to brokers. See, y'all, a lot of people that's not in the group not getting what I'm getting right now. Y'all not going to get this. Y'all not going to see this because it's specifically for those that's working with me and we going along this journey. And so right now, how much is the monthly cost? It's a one-time fee of $197, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the information, I will promise you, information I'm putting out today within this group, residential or commercial, people paying $40,000, $50,000, y'all, without a doubt. And I only did $197 because I want the network. I don't want just me and just doing it by myself. I'd rather have the network. I know I can do seminars and say, hey, y'all, run to the back of the room and pay $20,000 because I'm about to give y'all the same information these guys are giving y'all. I'm about to show you how to do deals. I'm about to let you in on my deals. I'm about to let you side by side look at everything that I do. That's what I'm doing because I want to win, y'all. I need to win. I have to win, but I want to win with a group of people. I don't want to win by myself. I can win by myself, only a small percentage. But when we get together and it starts to grow, imagine you get 100 people and now we're doing deals that are like, and you bring a $30 million deal in there and we got people that already have, because what I'm doing, I'm gonna give y'all a bigger piece. Now this is what's going on. So I'm about to interview, it's a database of 800 people, right? And so we're about to put it out to that database. What I'm doing for y'all right now, I'm about to do is a live event for those 800 people. And then all of 800 not gonna get on the live. I get that. It may be 50 or 60 people, and that's fine. Once they come to the table, out of 800 though, I think it may be more than 60. But I'm just gonna say, let's do 50 people just for numbers. So out of those 50 people, 50, right? Or 50, however you're looking at it. So out of those 50 people, what if they come to the table and say, I got 20,000, I got 100,000, I got 100,000, they just go through numbers because I'm going to talk to them one-on-one. I'm going to say, what is your investment criteria? And they're going to give me a range from 20 to 30 to 30 to 50 to 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 200. That's going to be the range. And so as I'm going through that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just talk to them and get the number. And whatever that number is, they can have, out of 50 people, let's say we have 5, 10 million. Probably, it could be 10 million. I don't know. Let's just say 5 million. 5 million people out of that 50 million. So I know we have access to 5 million. So we get a deal out there for 3 million, a 32 unit like I have right now in Hampton, Virginia, and I think it's 3.2 million. So we bring that $3.2 million in, vet it, do all the legwork. Whoever gets it, wholesales it to that entity right there. Now we pull all that money, and then now we bought that entity. That's one group. Now I got the church. That's a whole nother group. I don't know how much money they're gonna have. The same thing I'm doing for y'all, I'm gonna do for the church. Better believe it. The same video. I'm gonna show the church, hey, this is what we can do as a unit. And we're gonna see how much money the church has. The church may have 2 million. So that's another entity. So follow me on this one. There's another group. Well, it's a smaller group, but they're accredited investors. Bunch of, about 5 millionaires out there. I don't know what they're bringing to the table, but let's say they bring 3 million to the table. Keep following me. They're accredited investors. I'm gonna do the same thing, but they already understand investing, so they bring in 3 million to the table. Now it's another organization. They have 100 people right now and growing. I'm gonna bring it to their attention, do the same video, and let's say they bring 1 million to the table. So 1 million plus 3 million plus another 2 million plus another 3 million. Now we're sitting on 9 million. Y'all see what I'm doing? And so the bigger thing is this. What I'm going to do, as y'all seeing me, watching me now, for all those groups of people, I'm gonna bring them all together in one. I'm bringing them all together. They don't know it yet, but I'm taking all those entities and I'm gonna bring them all together. And I'm gonna bring people from over the country together that have funding. I'm bringing everybody together and say, y'all, we have 20 million. We have 50 million. So the bigger piece is you have cities that are saying, okay, y'all bringing 10 million, I'll front y'all 10 million. We get the lenders to front another 10 million. Now we have 30 million. Now we can go out and go get something bigger. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is way bigger than me. This is bigger than me. This is what I've been dreaming up for a while now, and it's coming. And I haven't told a lot of people about it, but now they're gonna see this video and they're gonna start catching on. And I want people to keep watching, because I will guarantee when it goes down, people are gonna be like, oh man, can I get in? Now they're gonna be getting in. It's gonna be 100 people in the group. It's gonna be 2, I'm just gonna keep growing this thing. It don't matter to me. It's gonna continue to grow. But together, everyone achieves more. 197 right now. Right now. Because it's definitely gonna go up. After those 10 people, it's definitely going up. I will promise you it's gonna keep going up, because we're gonna keep growing this thing. I just spoke to the accredited investors probably 3 days ago. I've been speaking to the church all along. I've been speaking to nonprofits all along. I've been speaking to the other organization as we've been going along. So all I'm doing is massaging this thing right now. And then once it goes, it goes. And, we're going to have to stop people from coming in, blah, blah. I haven't even put it out to the masses yet, but it's going down. Please believe it. So what I'm doing is, even for y'all right now, I'm going to put it, let me see, I'm going to put it up here. If you want to join right now, it's fine. It's going to be it's a one-time fee of $197 and then $97 a month, because I'm presenting content and my time. You got me on the horn. I know some of y'all that's already in the group. They be calling me up, texting me first, make sure, because so I don't be on something like this and can't answer the call. But this is what we're doing, and it's just going to continue to grow. And so I'm showing people up front now. Whoever wants to be a part of it, hold on, let me move this stuff around. Wait 1 second. Hold on for a second. I gotta see what I'm doing here. And make sure I'm on the right thing. It's going down, y'all. I've been planning this for a minute, putting it together, making sure it's the right way, done the right way. And so let me explain something to y'all. I didn't put this piece out. I gotta put it out. So this is how it actually looks. So it's gonna be a $197 one-time fee, $97 a month. But this is how I'm getting y'all paid inside the group, because my goal, I just want people to make money. because I already know what's going on out there. So anytime anybody signs up into the group, I'm going to give you an affiliate link. You're going to have your own affiliate link. So when people sign up, guess what? You can get paid on that. I want you to make money when you bring people. Like when I do these seminars, if you bring people on board and they sign up, you're going to make money off of that because I want you to get paid from it. So that's one way you can get paid. The other way, we're going to be wholesaling deals to these groups. You can get paid that way. Now, I'm not saying you can't keep the deal. If you want to keep the deal and you got private lenders, by all means, keep the deal and work the deal, but I'm going to still work it with you. No big deal. We can get paid that way as well. The other way we're going to get paid in the group, I have lenders that I work with. If you know somebody that needs funding, you bring them to me. I'll give them to the lender. If the lender funds them, the lender pays me like maybe 1%, maybe even 2%, depending on the deal. So I'll just split the deal with you. So if we get paid $1,000, you get $500, I get $500. We ain't have to do no work, but I mean, I'm still working with these lenders. I don't see nothing wrong with getting paid something, vice nothing, for people that need to get funded. So that's 3 ways to get paid just off bat right there. And anytime any deal gets done in that deal, and in that group amongst us, we're gonna get a small percentage of that deal, even though you had nothing to do with it. So this is way bigger than me, family. So that's what I'm doing. It's going to be $197 one-time fee right now, but it's definitely going to go up after these 10 people. And then it's going to be $97 per month. And it may go down to $49. It's going to go down, when more people come on board. I'll make it go down. I don't know if it's going to go away because, I pay for the different tools that I'm going to give y'all, and those in the group, y'all, they haven't even got the tools yet that I'm about to explode on them to where they can go into the different portals and stuff and then work their own business and, stuff like that. But I want y'all to have access to everything I have access to because I can't do all the deals. I would want somebody else doing this part or somebody else doing that part. So I'm searching for people who hungry like me, who want to understand it and learn it. So, I put the link in there right now. It's $197 one-time fee, $97 per month. But what you're going to be able to do is bring your deals in. We're going to vet your deals, making sure that it's worth vetting. And if it's not worth vetting, we got to throw it out. But if it is worth vetting and it's something that the nonprofit wants, the church wants, the accredited investors wants, the other organization wants, then you are just going to wholesale that deal. And I can tell you can wholesale and make $100,000. And it's going to be so much better when you already have these entities that already have money. They have money, and guess what the bigger connection is, family? Me right here. I'm connected to all these entities. I'm showing these entities multifamily. And if you want to invest with these same entities like we're going to be doing, because I'm investing with them as well, we're going to be building multifamily because I got some construction guys, I got some contractors. This is bigger than me. This is way bigger than me. I got them guys I got some developers on my squad. And so when we do a deal, let's say you just made $30,000. I'll be like, hey, put up $20,000 and now you're going to be making more money on your money. You just made $30K. You got another deal coming down the pipeline that can bring in another $20,000. So that's my mentality. This is bigger than you, bigger than me. This is a group effort, group economics. And this is the bigger reason I'm doing this, y'all. I need y'all to get this. It's bigger than my community. It's bigger than my state. It's bigger than my region. We can do this across the country. So we do a deal. We get 7 people to do a deal. And how it would look is you got a deal out there, 20, 30 million. You get 10 people to do the deal. Everybody's not going to be in on that deal. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say first come, first serve. So if you put up 20, 30, 40, whoever put up the money, they're in that deal. You're just not in that specific deal. That's all. You got to get another deal. And you got to be quick on the draw because when you have that many people that want to do deals, whoever puts up the money gets the deal, period. But if you're the wholesaler to the deal, you already going to eat. But if you want to invest, you just got to put your money up. And we're not waiting on nobody. If the deal's out there, whoever puts their money up gets in the deal. So if only 10 people get the deal, 10 people get the deal. 20 people get the deal, 20 people get the deal. That's it. We just going to keep moving. That's how we going to work it. So now y'all know what I didn't even put out to the world yet. Y'all have it right now. So do y'all have any questions? Any questions? Let me know. Oh, without a doubt. And you're going to get paid via PayPal. Everything is going to go through PayPal because I have the system set up to where it pays via PayPal. So, you know, I don't have to work no numbers with y'all. I ain't got to do all that stuff. You can just get you're going to get an affiliate link. You're not going to get the affiliate link yet. You got to put some work in. Then I'm going to give you the affiliate link, and then we're going to go from there. So, but like I said, right now is $197. It's definitely, I'm going to tell y'all for a fact it's going up because I'm providing nothing but content. And once all this get laid out, I mean, that's almost like plugging into a system with money, lending, and people, resources. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. There you go. So anybody got any questions? Let me know. Let's see who's on here. I got some new people that just came on board. Hopefully y'all got the right information. This is going to be recorded, so if you want it, I can send it back out to you. No big deal. Anybody got any questions for what I put out? And I'm gonna be transparent with everybody. You don't have to sign up with me, family. I'm just out here, and I know for a fact that it's so much better when I can work with a group of people and I bring all my resources to bear and you have access to the resources and you learn commercial and I can take you down that road to do commercial, and it's just an easier resource for me. That's just me. So if 197 is too steep, this is not for you. I'm gonna be honest, that's just not for you. And I would tell you to go get on a program out there, them companies that's coming by your town and sign up with them, and they'll teach you for probably $20,000. I guarantee it. They'll get you for at least 20. I'm just telling you what I know. Been there, done that. I didn't spend 20. I'm just saying. But I know that it's out there. So it's just information. So anybody else have any questions? You can sign up right now. You don't have to tell me you want a spot. The link is right there. PayPal, Charles M. Speaks at Yahoo. Go ahead and sign up. I'll see you sign up, and then we'll get together, and then you'll start your journey. Everybody is on an individual journey as far as the learning process. So somebody that's in there is not going to hold you back from doing a deal. Like I got some people doing deals right now. I got some people in the group that's doing deals right now. You know, we're talking one-on-one because everybody is not ready to do a deal, and that's okay. But we're talking one-on-one right now to, you know, so they can get their deal done. But what I'm going to do, I'm getting their deal done with some private investors that I know. So they have the deal. We got to vet the deal, go through everything like that. Somebody brought a deal to me. I know somebody that have a private investor, right? And so what I did is I took the deal from somebody and I gave it to them, and they're giving it to their private investor. How easy is that? How easy is that? I got people with money. I got people with deals. Let's just mesh them all together. That's all we're doing. So if you got a deal out there, I got a private investor. Let's see if that private investor wants it. If you have a private investor and I have a deal out there, because I got a lot of deals on the table, I didn't put them up here. If I give you the deal to get to the private investor, is that okay? So it's more of we just helping each other out. Laquita, all you got to do is sign up. I'm not stopping nobody from doing nothing. We just here to work. Anybody have any questions before I go ahead and transition off of this? Oh, it's still going to be around. You better believe that. I'm going to unmute everybody right quick. Anybody have any questions? Unmute all. Any questions? You're unmuted, y'all. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so Charles, that being I'm pretty much brand new into real estate, how will that? I know I'll benefit from it. Just where will I start?
Who am I speaking to?
This is Laquita.
Okay, being that you're new into real estate, the place for you to start is you're gonna take a rock and we're gonna throw it. Wherever that rock lands, that's where you're going to start. So you're gonna start on your own journey of understanding, because I have videos to help you through everything that you're talking about right now.
Okay.
So you don't have to start via residential. Everybody wants to start at residential. You don't have to. You tell me where you want to start. If you want to do residential, we'll go down that road. If you want to do commercial, we'll go down that road.
Okay, so since I'm new in the real estate, do I still, is it okay that I still be in the group or no?
Yes, because everybody's right now, the majority, I have one lady that's learning residential, and that's fine because I have all the information already out there, but the majority are learning commercial because you get a bigger bang for your buck. So they're learning, just like you gotta learn the lingo in the arena. You gotta learn,
Okay.
and it's a stepping process, but you're gonna learn on your own time. If you wanna learn at 3 in the morning, you can learn at 3 in the morning. You're not gonna hold
Okay.
anybody back, and nobody's gonna hold you back.
Got it.
But you still can eat off the plate, even though you're learning what we do. Hope that's okay.
Yes, that makes sense. It's no problem. And what I also want to know that being that this is a business, it's also a tax write-off for me too, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
But we're gonna get with your CPA, and we're gonna, y'all gonna discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah. What else y'all got? Talk to me. Questions? Talk to me, y'all. Going once. Okay. Y'all don't have any questions. Y'all know how to reach me. I got some work to do. I'm talking to this guy right now. He just hit me up. He has some investors that want property. And so we're gonna get on the phone and I'm gonna see what he wants. Cause I have I get emails like every week. I get a ton of emails on property. And so we're gonna go through it and I'm gonna see what he's looking for and send him some property. Easy day for me anyway. What else y'all got? Talk to me. All right. Hey, I thank y'all for getting on. God bless all y'all.
Thank you.
No problem.